This video we're going to talk about narcissism, sociopathy, and psychopathy. Those are all specific diagnoses to an individual based on certain characteristic traits. And so when it comes to these traits, it's like a scale 1 to 10. And if an individual meets the criteria of, say, 7 or more, they're diagnosed with that specific diagnosis. And anybody that has psychopathy or sociopathy also has narcissism. But there's two different types of narcissism. There's a behavior, and then there's an actual personality disorder. And so when it comes to the behavior, that is an individual that don't actually have those traits, but they mirror them from being around somebody or being like they're picking up on it just because. So maybe this person actually has the traits. This person, maybe it's like that's a parent. The child's going to pick up on some of the behaviors but not actually have the traits, if that makes sense. And same in relationship or partnerships. One might actually have the traits where the other one will just behave the same because they're in that relationship, if that makes sense. So, one is a behavior, one is actually the personality disorder. Now, when it comes to psychopathy or sociopathy, they also have narcissism, personality disorder. And so when it comes to that, that is something that cannot be treated by any form of human. And the reason why I put that is because that is something that's individual and has to do with their own specific self-will. So when it comes to people trying to fix them, they cannot. There's no amount of energy work, cognitive therapy, it does not matter. What they have is what is basically, so that personality disorder is basically like an infection of the brain. And that infection of the brain is what we call the Jezebel spirit. And so if anybody has ever been around a narcissist, sociopath, psychopath, that is the Jezebel spirit, and that is why they are so awful and evil to you. The devil wants to get close to you. And when you pose a threat, you're going to use the people you love with that Jezebel spirit. And so they're going to infect them, and you're going to have an experience with the Jezebel